Hey guys, welcome back to the Project B-Ball podcast.
My name is Jay Manungi, and for today's episode, it's a review series episode. This is supposed to be a Karsh's episode, but for today, I had some stuff to clarify, to talk about, and then we also there's a reveal of the Defensive Player of the Year, and I kind of want to talk about that too because there's some snubbing that went on with that award. So, Karsh, why don't we start off with the Defensive Player of the Year? You can start off with your opinions first.
Yeah, for Defensive Player of the Year, Giannis, who won it, he was definitely a candidate, but in my opinion, I don't think he should have won it. I think it should have went to Anthony Davis. I mean, on that Lakers team, he was definitely the defensive anchor. So in my opinion, I think he got snubbed. Like, what do you think, Renee?
Yeah, I have more of I'm more annoyed at the fact that Giannis got that award because I truly believe that Anthony Davis deserved that award. I don't think, like, the thing with the Bucks, yes, they were the highest rated defensive team, bro, but they play in a conference where all the teams that did not make the playoffs can't score a bucket to save their lives.
Yeah, if you look at the scoring averages from the East compared to the West does just have scoring powerhouses, so it's not really comparable. Because Anthony Davis had to go night after night on people like he's always guarding like the best or either the second best player, but usually the best player. He's usually going up head to head against like the best players in the West, while Giannis who is he usually guarding? At most, he's guarding Joel.
Yeah,
right? And Anthony Davis is stuck guarding like a lot harder player competition.
Yeah, I understand the defensive capabilities of Giannis and like how he might be a little bit. He's like a faster defender than Anthony Davis. Like his lateral quickness is quicker. That's the only thing you could say, bro. But like defensive impact on the team, if you really believe this Bucks team had a great defense, like they wouldn't be like top 1 like how they were, but they could still be like top 10. But Anthony,
yeah, if you take Davis off the Lakers, they'll just have LeBron.
And then you know how
no one else on that team can lock up except maybe Avery Bradley, but even he didn't play that good compared to like
Davis. Yeah,
the Bucks.
You know like how like LeBron teams usually when they're led by LeBron, they're not playing any defense. So like. And since they had Anthony Davis, the defense was much greater. So I feel like just impact-wise, I think Davis had a better impact on the Lakers defense. Should we move on to the 2 games, Akash?
Yeah, let's go.
I'll read out the scores.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we're doing the Sunday, August 23rd and the Monday of August 24th. Okay? So
yeah.
I'm just going to read out all the scores and then me and Akash can go talk about like key moments and all that afterwards, okay? So, first game, Celtics 76ers, Celtics 110 to 76ers 106. Clippers, Mavericks, Clippers 133 to Mavericks 135. Raptors, Nets, Raptors 150 to Nets 122. Nuggets, Jazz, Jazz 129, Nuggets 127. And those are all the 4 Sunday games, now the Monday games. Bucks, Magic, Bucks 122 to Magic 106. Rockets, Thunder, Rockets 114 to Thunder 117. Pacers, Heat, Pacers 87 to Heat 99. Lakers, Trailblazers, Lakers 135 to Trailblazers 115. So during these 2 days, there's 3 teams were swept.
2 sweeps that happened.
2 sweeps or 3?
Oh yeah, 3 sweeps.
3.
I think it was the Pacers and the Sixers, and who else?
And the Nets got swept.
Oh yeah, of course I forgot that one. Yeah, I don't want to remember that.
Yes,
but honestly, I didn't really expect more because I feel like they did pretty good considering where they were right now. They didn't have their best players and stuff, and they're pretty much playing with G League players.
Yeah,
so,
I'll agree with
really
Karsh on the. Yeah, I agree with Karsh with the Nets one. Like, it's a good playoff experience for Caris LeVert because
Bucks, I got happy.
Hello?
I really expect them to win this series as favorites, so yeah.
Yeah, I agree too. Like for me, these Nets, Caris LeVert got the playoff experience, and so like next year when Kyrie, KD come back, he's gonna be more experienced and be that third option for these Nets. Then the Sixers and Pacers got swept. I feel 76ers, they fired Brett Brown after this. I'm happy for that move. Brett Brown did not deserve to be that 76ers head coach. He is not a good head coach in this NBA league. While on the other hand, the Pacers, they were just injured. They didn't have Domantas Sabonis. I believe if they had Domantas Sabonis healthy and a fully healthy Victor Oladipo, that series could have been looking a little different than this week.
I still expected them to snag I didn't expect them to get swept. I thought they were gonna snag at least like 1 to 2 games, even with those things. I thought T.J. Warren. I mean, we know how he plays against Jimmy Butler. He hasn't been playing that good against Jimmy Butler, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, this pretty much proves that there's no rivalry between T.J. Warren and Jimmy Butler. Those two are not supposed to be put in the same sentence either. So
yeah. Jimmy Butler defends him with a passion. He plays really hard defense compared to others. I mean, not to say that his defense is not good when he plays others. He definitely plays a lot of defense against other people. He's one of the best defenders on the Heat. But he didn't want T.J. Warren's name in the same sentence as his, like Renee was saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So, another thing, right? So, I'm more on the 76ers. Like, Joel, I don't know. I think they need to revamp their roster or something.
Yeah, Renee he was talking about a trade with me, for yesterday, where a trade scenario that he sent me where it said Joel was going to the Warriors. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. I saw some trade scenarios. There's one that was a little crazy though. There's one with 3 first-round picks, Draymond Green and Eric Paschall, just for Joel Embiid and Mike Scott.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a finesse on the Sixers end. If you're valuing it, 3 first-round picks, okay, that's chill. And then you give up some type of player. But when you're giving up those 3 first-round picks, think about what the Thunder and the Clippers and Lakers gave up for their star players.
The Warriors, I wouldn't give up that much. I would maybe give up those 3 first-round picks and Wiggins or something, or maybe just a second pick and a player. I wouldn't give up 3 first-round picks for Joel. And
even then, the Warriors' first-round picks, especially the one this year, bro. That think about what the Lakers. Okay, Lakers gave up a lot for Anthony Davis, but their first-round pick, they're not gonna be that great at picks. The Clippers and too, those picks are not that great either. They're just gonna get
They're just gonna replace Joel with Wiseman anyway.
Yeah,
if they get that.
So
or they would pick up LaMelo to play with Simmons, which would not be that bad actually. That could work.
Yep. I don't know. I just don't see it as a viable option. For Joel Embiid, I'd say 2 first-round picks and maybe Draymond would be a fair deal. But at that point, I don't know. I think that's a little bit of a stretch too. But we'll see. I don't think Joel Embiid's gonna get traded. The Sixers they don't want to trade him, like Elton Brand said. So that's out of the question. Enough talk on the Sixers. Now we need to talk about the games that actually mattered a little bit. We're gonna start.
Let's start with the Mavericks v. the Clippers. So, like I was saying, I always thought Luka was clutch. In all the ranking episodes of this season, I put Luka in my top 5, or not my top 5. I think in my top 4, right? I don't remember, but it was somewhere there. Renee thought it was a little questionable, which is fine. But I just thought since he's 20 years old, he's been leaving them. He's the best player on the Mavs, so I put him that high. And the Mavs at that time were 5th and 4th seed. Now they're 7th seed. But even then, I just from my eye test, I put him in that place because I know what he can do to achieve. But Renee, you want to talk about the game?
So, yeah. So
both of us watched this game live, by the way, with the game winner.
Yeah. So now I need to clear some things up about my opinion on Luka. So I have said some stuff. If you guys have been paying attention to the channel, yes, I have been critical of Luka. I don't usually defend him in many debates we have on our channel. I don't know why that is. I just feel like some of it might be a little too overhyping. But Luka made me a believer. I'm shocked on how well he's playing in these playoffs. There's a video that was
It's recorded. Not just this game as well. The whole playoffs season is incredible against the Clippers.
Yeah. So there's a comment I made made a couple of times beforehand, and also in a video that we recorded recently too, where I said the Mavericks team isn't clutch and they don't show up in big times, which is, when I had that information, I did have actual like proof on numbers on how they're the 29th ranked team in during clutch minutes. But Luka completely changed my mind in the last, and obviously during that game.
In
and
this
then
playoff run alone, they've been extremely clutch. If Kristaps wasn't ejected, they would be up 3-1 right now on the Clippers, who are people's finals favorites.
Yeah,
so like, it's crazy.
So more things on Luka, right? Luka shot phenomenal. That is the first playoff buzzer beater I watched this year. That's one of like 5 I watched live, so that's one of the craziest things. Akash, was this your first year ever you watched live buzzer beater playoff game winner or not?
It's like one of the first. I might have watched a couple others, but yeah.
Yeah, but it was crazy when the shot went live and Luka made me a believer. I am no longer gonna criticize Luka about not being clutch. I'll still criticize him on his defense because that's lacking, but that doesn't really matter because the Clippers are not playing any defense either.
Yeah. And you'll see how playoff P was.
And also, if Luka keeps up the production he's doing, I don't care if he doesn't beat the Clippers or not. He's a top 5 player in the NBA after the season's over. After the postseason, we're gonna make a list of like top 5 players, and top 10 players again. So, like someone like some players might get dipped down. Like someone like a Jokic, who's definitely gonna drop out of my top 10 probably.
Yeah.
Even Embiid was even in my top 10, but he's definitely not in my top 10 again. So like.
Yeah,
people are getting. I think Jason. Paul George is dropping out of my top 10 for sure.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
I think Jason.
I had him really high actually. I had him like 7, but now he's gonna be like 20.
I think I might even consider Donovan Mitchell. We gotta talk about him.
Definitely. Donovan Mitchell is gonna take Paul George's spot in my top 10.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell is if he keeps up the production he's doing, keeps up the work ethic, he's a top 10 player in the NBA. This is crazy potential. 50 points twice, beating a team that he has no business beating in the first round. That Nuggets team is way better than the Jazz team built. If you look at the roster, I salute Donovan Mitchell. He's my second favorite player in the NBA. If you guys don't know the reason why, he went to the college he went to is the same college that like where I was born at. It's like pretty near, and I have respect for anyone who goes to Kentucky and Louisville College. So Donovan Mitchell is my second favorite player because he went to Louisville College. So I'm happy for him. Jamal Murray is also one of my favorite players because he went to Kentucky. You guys know I support anyone who comes from Kentucky, Louisville, or if your name is LeBron James. So I have a big supporting. I'm happy for Jamal Murray because a lot of people are throwing dirt at his name, like he doesn't. He's showing up during the series, but Donovan Mitchell is just another monster in the league.
Yeah.
Crush, your opinions on Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell?
They're both great players, as you saw. Jamal Murray isn't bad by any standard. He dropped 50 points in the second occurrence when Donovan Mitchell also dropped 50. He's a great player. I definitely hope the Nuggets don't trade him. I definitely want them to keep Jamal Murray because I think he's definitely just starting to develop. And in a couple of years, he'll be an all-star for sure.
Yeah,
he'll be all-star level.
Okay, yeah.
Donovan,
so that
for me is already all-star level.
Yeah. He's always been all-star level. Okay, now we have to talk about Bucks Magic. Yeah, the series is over. The Magic don't have any chance left. I think the Bucks are gonna take them out on Wednesday, I believe is their next game. Yeah. Not much to talk about there. But Rockets Thunder. This is starting to become a little interesting.
Yeah. I don't know what happened in the Rockets in the end there, but they really didn't play.
You know what happened? Laquise Dort happened, bro.
Yeah, dude, the commentators were talking about him too. That man held... When he's guarding, I saw a stat when he's guarding star players, their efficiency goes down like way more than usual.
Yeah.
James Harden pops off as soon as Laquise Dort checks out of the game. But when he's on, when Laquise Dort's on him, then James Harden doesn't do as much as usual. His production dips like a lot.
I've been surprised by Dennis Schroeder because in his last few playoff runs, he had a couple, I believe. He was not that great from memory, and this playoff run, he's actually been playing well. Chris Paul, too, obviously been playing well. Shea, his second playoff run, he showed like he's improved from last year from his first playoff run. the triple-headed point guard monster in OKC is causing a lot of problems because like when the I saw TNT they were discussing this, like when the Rockets switch everything, like you're not. How do you defend people who are just going to keep running to the paint? Like, every time you set a screen, it's just a pick and roll, and you're going to keep switching. It doesn't work properly. That's the disadvantage of having.
And they have 3 point guards that can all run pick and roll with Steven Adams and their other power forward,
Nerlens Noel.
Yeah,
and Noel. Yeah. So I actually see this.
Who's your favorite on the Thunder, though? Who's your favorite player
on the Thunder?
It's
between Shea and CP3.
Yeah.
Shea is from Kentucky, that's why.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I think.
Oh, we have one more game to talk about.
Yeah.
One more game. Wait. What's your prediction for this Rockets Thunder series, though? Do you think it's?
I think the Rockets will take it. I think. Hopefully, I mean, if the Rockets get Russell Westbrook back, then it'll be in 6. Otherwise, it might go to 7.
I don't know. I don't know what the situation with Russell Westbrook is, but the thing we remember in the beginning of the season, we all talked about the dynamic between Russell Westbrook and James Harden in a slower pace game. How does that work? I think
they only have one Laquise Dort, and if they get James Harden back, then if they get Russell Westbrook back, then they might have.
They have one Laquise Dort, but they still have those triple-headed 3 point guard monsters. They can all defend, bro. As long as
CP3 is underrated for defense. Man.
Yeah. I still think the Rockets will win it, but I'm gonna be interested in the dynamic between Westbrook and Harden because before the season, what we're all talking about is what's gonna happen when the game is slower. Especially like against the Thunder, I guess you're gonna run it because like the Thunder are a little bit more fast-paced team. But like when they play the Lakers, like LeBron likes to control playoff games, bro. Like yes, they can play. The Lakers will play fast, bro, but like. But the Lakers have the capabilities of making the game slow, and I'm not sure if the Rockets can adapt to that. Especially the Lakers.
The Rockets, the small, works in fast-paced transition basketball. I don't know if it'll work when the players are running slow, starting up plays by themselves. It's not like organic, like off a rebound.
That was a complaint of every year, though. We talk about how the Rockets don't have any plays. So, you don't know. And then
it's all just transition. It's all transition plays.
So then, Lakers, Trailblazers. So now the narrative is going to switch from, the Blazers, their best 8 seed of all time. They should be, if they were healthy all season, they'll be a 3rd seed. But now they're just an 8 seed. It doesn't matter. LeBron was going to beat them anyway.
Yeah, I hate all these. As you know, Renee and I all thought the Lakers are going to win. I mean, I've seen playoff LeBron for the past 5 to 6 years. I know what he can do. I've seen him from the eye test. I wasn't really worried after game 1, but then you have all these bandwagon people going, the Trailblazers are going to beat the Lakers in 4. It's going to be a clean sweep. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, the Trailblazers are the best 8 seed of all time. They have Damian Lillard, one of the best playoff players of all time. Oh no, bro! Have you seen his plus minus in the series after game 1?
Yeah,
that's a big ass. My thing is, for everyone who's hating on the Lakers, bro, don't change your opinion on the team. Everyone's saying, with a healthy Nurkic, the Blazers are 3rd seed in the Western Conference. They're not 8th seed. The Lakers are going to have a big problem. And then now the Lakers win 3-1, and they're going to probably win the next game because Damian Lillard is unfortunately injured.
I will say, LeBron James's performance is a full, what grade would you give it? It's an A+ for me.
I give it, especially in the minutes, bro. He hasn't played 40 minutes once.
Yeah.
While Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, and Melo all had to play 40 minutes every game.
Wait, so what grade?
I give LeBron an A- because of his game 2 with the 10 points.
Yeah.
That's
still, it's in the A's for sure.
Yeah, it's in the A's. But LeBron's not even been pushed to the limit yet because he hasn't been playing 40-ish minutes, and that's when it gets.
Yeah, imagine he's doing this in 30-ish minutes. Yeah. 40-ish minutes, he's gonna be dropping 40 to 50 points.
Here's the thing: he's not gonna.
That limit will only be pushed in Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, here's the thing: he's not gonna pull up from logo every game. That's just gonna happen.
When he does that, he's not trying.
Yeah.
He's not trying when
he doesn't care if he misses. That's when you know that he knows.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I feel like he's realized that those logo shots are easier for him than normal threes because he's much taller, and those are much easier for him to make because of how the physics of everything work.
Yeah,
Because he can
even-
launch that shot much higher and he'll have much more time in the air. And the angle at which the ball goes into the hoop, it's gonna be like much more like there's more room for error on that shot.
Yeah, I agree, dude. I think for him, because like if he has space and he's not surprised by it, like those like logo shots or those deep threes, like he would take it. But like him, he's always been like he's always been contesting. That's like how he's been practicing. Like every jump shot he would hit, every layup. So even his free throw line struggle is like, I don't know probably why the exact reason why he can't shoot those free throws like at a high clip. It's just like I think it's more like some mental things with him. Like he does make the free throws when he needs to. Sometimes he'll miss it. You just gotta live with it. Like a lot of players have a lot of great players have some flaw in it, and for LeBron it's his free throw shooting. But everything else he does will cover up the fact that he does not shoot free throws at like a 90% clip. That's the only thing you can say about LeBron.
Okay. Yeah.
That should end this video. This video is kind of longer on the side, but it was just like there's a lot of topics we want to talk about, especially with like the defensive player of the year. And then I had to come clean about like my comments on Luka. I didn't want to be seeing too much of a hater. And there's stuff I said in videos that's been recorded like beforehand before these games, so I kind of need to get my word out on that. So that's why I hopped onto this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the longer review series episodes. If you guys definitely enjoy these longer-ish review series episodes, definitely tell us in the comment section down below. We can all think about extending our own individual episodes. But I want to thank Akash for letting me hop onto this episode today. Other than that, guys, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye-bye.